Hey Aries, welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys so much for those of you that have stuck around. My schedule is very inconsistent at this time, so if you're new here, just know that I don't post consistently at this time. I just have a lot going on in my work life, social life, personal life, and trying to balance all of that can be difficult, but I enjoy doing these readings, so that's why they come around when they can. Alright guys, so let's see here. Thank you again, and let's see what this person who you haven't spoken to thinks about you at this time, or feels about you. Spirit, tell me please, how does this person who's not been in communication with Aries feel about Aries at this time? Okay, we got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we have Virgo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is somebody here, Aries, who is moving rather quickly. I feel this is somebody that is used to getting into things without quite thinking it through. And even though this person doesn't think things through, there's also like a genuine side of this, because it's like their first instinct, first reaction, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and they put really no thought into it other than like, let's go, let's do this right now, thinking that in the long run it will get to an expectation. So this is a person that has expectations, gets into things rather quickly, and with the Page of Pentacles here, they're learning something about themselves here. And I feel it has to do with what you've told this person before. Maybe you've told this person like, hey, you're too rash, you're too quick, maybe you should think things through for a little bit. And maybe this was you speaking to this person in this way was making them feel insecure, making them feel like they're not good enough, but it was just you wanting them to come from a logical perspective. King of Swords, you just wanted this person to think things through before they got into anything. Okay, I feel like this is someone that is very much capable, but with the Four of Cups, they didn't want to listen to your advice. They don't want to listen to those feelings that you had. Okay, so Aries, this is somebody here, this person you haven't spoken to. It could be a few hours, days, weeks, months, years. You take it as it resonates. But this so far has an energy of someone who tends to move at a fast pace, okay, not really thinking things through as they think they are. I'm feeling a very impulsive energy with this. The Knight of Swords could be like pure intentions, like really going for those pure intentions. But I feel in this situation, yeah, this person intends to go far, but they're not really coming up with a plan or have a plan as to go about this. Okay, and this person with this Page of Pentacles is learning that maybe they shouldn't be getting into things so quickly. Maybe they shouldn't be so impulsive all the time. And this is finally a person that is taking your words into consideration and thinking, hey, you know what, maybe I shouldn't rush into things. The last time I rushed into anything and Aries told me, that I ended up seeing that Aries was right this whole time. So there's a learning lesson here for this person. But with that Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse, they're going to have a hard time not being impulsive. They're going to have a hard time being patient. This person's going to have a hard time working on themselves. So if this has to do with something where they have to work on themselves, it's going to take some time, but this person might not have the patience for it. They might fall back into, their old habits, their old ways. But someone here is trying to be better. Someone here is trying to learn from their mistakes. They just have an impulsive energy about them that is hard to control. Okay, and I feel like this person feels that you might be ghosting them or pushing them to the side or not really paying attention to them because you know they let you down before, so you're just like, oh, I don't want them to let me down again. At this point, you're like, prove to me that you'll do better, prove to me that you'll be better, and then, you know, I'll give you that chance. So I feel, Aries, this is somebody that you've told before, like, hey, you need to get it together, stop being so fast, stop being so quick, stop trying to get fast results, you know, you need to slow down and do better for yourself. Okay, and even though this person did take it negatively at first, it's like now they're learning, something is happening where they're learning, like, okay, you know what, Aries is right, I need to slow down if I want my life to get better, if I want to have a strong foundation, or whatever the case may be here. Alright, so let's see. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. We have the Hermit. Okay, Virgo energy. Yeah, this person is thinking really hard about what you tell them, about this advice that you once gave them. Okay, it took some time for them to get it together, but it looks like the time is now. I feel like whatever you would tell this person before, you wanted them to take it in the best way possible, but perhaps because they weren't listening, maybe you grew impatient with them, Aries, and you started, you know, saying, hey, get it together, hey, do this, hey, do that, and this person perhaps took a while to get it together because, you know, they didn't feel like they were doing anything wrong. But it's like now some type of enlightenment happened to where this person's like, wow, Aries is right, I should have done that all along. Okay, tell me about the Page of Pentacles. The Sun. Okay, we'll take it this way, Leo energy. This person did receive some light here on the situation, on how you feel. Okay, this person feels like easier said than done is what I'm getting here. So whatever light was shined to this person, it showed that you were right, Aries, that they needed to take your advice, that they needed to start going within and actually make progress, logically speaking, because I feel like this person, again, really struggles with that impulsive nature. They just want to make everybody happy, make themselves happy, and they see no other way. Okay, but whatever this light was that was shown to them, again, it showed that you were in the right all along. And I feel in my energy right now that it's hard for this person to admit that you were right. That whoever this energy is, guys, it's someone who is very strong, very prideful. I feel like this person has a hard time seeing things from other people's perspectives. Like, they're very understanding, but they're understanding towards other people's and their situations, not really their own situation. And now that they've gotten some light, it's like they know how to go about the situation now. It's like, Aries, if you've been telling a relative, like, hey, stop holding things a certain way, or start taking care of yourself, and they don't listen, well, it looks like now somebody here let them know, hey, you need to get it together, you're not young anymore, you need to be careful. It's like now they're listening, and now they're seeing the consequences of their actions and how they didn't take care of themselves before, whereas to now it's like, okay, I need to fix something about myself here. Aries is right, I need to get it together. It's hard for this person to admit that. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so we have breaking cycles here, beyond your control. So something happened with this person, guys, that it now led to something that is out of their control. And if they would have listened to you before, this wouldn't have happened. They would have been better. They would have been able to be out of this situation. Okay, guys, so with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands, there is hope for, you know, things to get better for this person. I do see something fun in the horizon to look forward to, but it's going to require this person to to not only be responsible and take care of themselves or whatever the case may be, but to also, find the balance between, having fun but also taking care of their needs. I'm getting this person is very spontaneous, very outgoing, and now something here has come to a halt in their life, which is stopping them from having fun and continuing their good luck, their good vibes, their good energy. Okay, so whatever this was, Aries, you were right. This person wishes they could have taken your advice sooner. Okay. Alright, so well, let's see, anything else. So what does this person need to work on when it comes to themselves? Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, Sagittarius energy. The Three of Cups in the reverse. Cancer energy. And the Devil. Okay, we'll take the Devil like this. So this person needs to cut off certain energies here, okay? This person could be hanging around other energies that don't necessarily benefit them. So maybe there is a toxic energy that follows this person, and you've possibly told them like, hey, you need to get away from them. They're the reason why things go wrong for you in the first place. Why are you helping these people if they won't help you? That type of energy. Okay, so this person really needs to work on not only cutting off ties with people that are not good for them, but also to learn how to persevere. Okay, this person, as I said, they're impulsive. Let's say, for example, this person needs bed rest for a week. Okay, by day 2 they're gonna get overwhelmed, get up and start working. Okay, this person needs to not do that. This person needs to be patient. This person needs to work on themselves, love themselves. If this person loves themselves, they would definitely take the time to take your advice and take care of themselves. I don't know why I'm getting that energy strongly here, Aries. I feel like this person really needs to get it together, in the sense that like something in their life is keeping them from working, keeping them from pursuing goals, having fun in general. Okay, and I feel like it could have to do with other energies. Other energies are attracting negativity into this person's life, which is causing them to feel overwhelmed. So if this person finally got some light on a situation that they needed help on, there could be other people outside that will tell this person, no, don't do that, do this. No, don't do that, do this. And this person has the bad habit of listening to those third-party energies and actually doing what they say instead of the logical thing. Okay, so this person needs to work on really taking the advice of a professional and the advice of people that know what they're talking about, instead of people that don't know what they're talking about. They just heard old wives' tales and stuff like that. Okay, so this person would really benefit from cutting off negative energies. Okay, let's see. So are people wishing bad upon this person? The Page of Swords in the reverse. Questions, playing mind games. Okay, tell me more. Okay, yeah. Page of Cups in the reverse. Alright, these people... There are people around this individual here that are feeding off of this person's vulnerability at this time. Okay, Aries, so whether this is a friend, a family member, someone you haven't spoken to because they don't take your advice, they're not taking your advice at first because they feel like you don't know what you're talking about. They feel like you don't know any better. You don't know their bodies, you don't know their minds, whatever. there has now been a different perspective shown to where this person sees that you were right the whole time, whether this has to do with their personal life, health, their money, their selves, whatever the case may be. You were right, and now they're looking at things from, okay, how do I get better from here? But they might run the risk of relapsing in any way depending on their situation, because they don't have the patience to be better for themselves. They just want instant gratification instead of slowly but surely getting to something more stable. Okay, this person does tend to overshare with people that they shouldn't, and these people give the wrong advice. And this wrong advice is taken by this person, and this just ruins their progress, because now they're going from listening to someone that knows what they're talking about to someone that's just heard rumors about this working, that working, this and this and that. And because this person is now deciding to take a better approach because thanks to you, Aries, people are going to start hating and are going to start trying to convince this person not to continue whatever it is that you told them to do, because what their friends say works better than what you have to say. And this person here tends to listen to other people easily, and that's their weakness. This person is vulnerable towards other people they surround themselves with, and these people take advantage of that vulnerability by feeding them information that is not true. Wow, very specific, guys, very specific. So let's see. So there could be competitive energies around this person who like to see this person suffer, and you Aries are the only person in their life that actually knows what they're talking about and actually has some logical sense in what, you know, in the advice that you offer this person. Okay, so what can Aries expect from this energy? Oh, the Devil. Alright, we have the Devil here twice, Capricorn energy. The Three of Cups again, but in the upright. Cancer energy. The Hierophant. Taurus energy. The Strength card. Leo energy. The Fool in the reverse. Aries energy. And the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Alright, Aries, you can expect so there will be bad news here, Aries, and the bad news is that someone here is not listening. Okay, third party influence is here with the Devil and the Three of Cups. So whoever this person is to you that you want what's best for, it feels like there's still other people here that they're listening to. I don't know who these other people are. It feels like these people purposely sabotage this person's mindset. Like, if this person goes to a doctor and gets, you know, the right answer here, the right diagnosis, well, these friends will be like, no, don't listen to the doctor, it's this. And then this person tends to listen to these friends because for whatever reason they know what they're talking about. Okay, so I do feel there will be people still meddling in this person's life, in this person's decision to get better in whatever the case may be. Strength card and the Hierophant, I feel like this is you knowing better, Aries. I feel like this is you just being patient. Like, yeah, you feel they could listen to you better. You feel like they don't know any better, but you're This could be family. You're like, family sticks together no matter what. And this could be you, Aries, saying that. All right. I do feel that you know how this person is. You know how they tend to act. You know they can be stubborn. You know that their pride gets in the way. But that's family, or that's your friend, or that's your wife, that's your sister, that's who you're married to, whatever. All right. Page of Wands in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. Yeah. You may receive some news about this person that you're not gonna like. It could have to do with them not listening to a regimen or not listening to some type of instructions. You perhaps have told this person before, don't do that. Well, it feels like they are going to do that. All right, for those of you who feel like this could be a cheating situation, take it as it resonates. Keep an open mind, but this feels more like you're trying to be there for someone you really care about, but you know that you can't change them. And they tend to, say they're gonna do one thing, but then they end up doing the complete opposite, and you're just like, well, we're back to where we started. What happened here? But because they're family or friends that feel like family, you have a lot of patience for this person. Okay, and how is this going to affect Aries? Nine of Swords. Okay, it's like you're gonna be stressed, but at the same time you're gonna tell yourself it's not my problem. But because this person is close to you, you're like, okay, it is kind of my problem. Page of Cups and the Justice card. So how is this going to affect you? It's gonna show you that someone here is who they truly are. The truth will be revealed. And with the Page of Cups, I feel you are going to have a conversation to this person, with this person, about how you feel when it comes to their actions and their way of thinking. Something about their way of thinking you don't like. It stresses you out. And I feel you are going to bring this up to this person. And I just heard the truth hurts. Here's the Sun at the bottom of the deck. There will be happy times here with the Sun, Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands. But this person is going to have a learning lesson here. And that learning lesson all over again is, oh man, I should have listened to Aries. Okay, so the cycle is going to keep repeating itself from what it feels like, Aries. This is going to stress you out because you're like, man, I care about you. Please get it together. I'm sorry if I was rude, but I just need you to get out of this funk, get out of this vibe, whatever it is. And with the Justice card, you're going to see things for what they really are. And it's this person not giving an F and doing what makes them happy with the Sun card here. This person will be doing something that is going to make them happy, and I feel you'll also be happy for them, but you can't help but stress that there's still something they need to work on behind the scenes and not sugarcoat it with a good time. Alright, so how will Aries know who this is? The Nine of Cups, Pisces energy, someone who's happy, someone that enjoys doing what they love, someone that, just always wants to have a good time, feels good, looks good. Queen of Cups, someone loving, caring, and understanding, but perhaps a bit stubborn here. If you tell this person, give me that, they'll be like, why do you want it for? And then the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So this person does work hard, play hard. Okay, this is someone who really does put in the work and celebrates those accomplishments. But this person has a problem with only caring about their feelings, how they feel, what they feel like doing, what they want to feel. That if you interrupt that, they just, it's like they get angry, like they get stubborn, they get hard-headed, like they just don't want to hear it. So this person, if you hurt their feelings, you shut them down 100%. Alright, so let's see, anything else here for Aries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have memories, replaying sweet past memories. Justice, the truth will be revealed. Message, having something to say. Unexpected, expect the unexpected. And good luck, good things are manifesting. Alright, so something good to look forward to there. Anything else for Aries? Okay. Forgiveness, I'm struggling to get over the past. Guilty, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. Absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. And self-love, I'm still trying to heal. And lastly, three, four, five. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set, date. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Boat, receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. And the sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection. Alright guys, so this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I hope you were able to obtain some advice. And I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.